Hey guys, so welcome back to another brand new video. So guys, in the previous video we have covered about functions or methods, the basic stuff. So we have declared some basic functions like add and greet, and then we have called those functions, given some parameters and called using arguments. So you might be a little bit confused right now, so let us go from those functions part and let's come to kind of data structures. So these are kind of some interesting stuff. We'll not be going too deep into these data structures and not so just like light touch. We'll be just having we'll be just learning about what these data structures are. So this video we'll be covering about lists. So list is nothing but an array, you can think of it as. So an array in other programming languages, an array is group of elements. So list is also same, and mostly in the next video also we'll be covering about another data structure called as map in Dart. So as of this video, only lists. So without wasting time, let's get into the video. So guys, as you can see we have just a small main function over here, and here first let's declare a list. So it is same way how you declare variables using var, the same way you can declare lists. So I'll just use the keyword list and then I'll declare a variable. So I'll just write my list, or let's give some meaningful name like friends names. So friends names, and here I'll keep square brackets. So this tells the Dart compiler that it's a list. So here we don't get any error, and here we just get a blue marks, so don't worry about that. And here we can give multiple items inside that. So here I can just give like I'll just give my name, and then here I'll give Kumar, and then I'll give one more name maybe. So I just kept it outside, so LAK Laksh, and here so here I have simple list where I have my friends names, only 5-6 members, I think 1 2 3 4 5. So before going ahead and printing all these things, I just want to tell you one thing is that now we are seeing this list. The first element of the list is actually represented by zeros. So every element in the list is represented using numbers, which makes it much more easier, like getting a item from a list and adding an item from a list and doing some operations on a particular item on a list. So numbers are actually used to reference these. So numbers always, the counting always starts from 0 in programming. If you take even in any programming language, it will always start from 0. So here Aditya, this is represented with 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So this is how in referencing works. So now a small example. So first let's print the whole list and check out does it work or not. So write a print function. And I forgot to tell you, print is also a function in the last video. Print is also a function which is pre-declared. So it is already declared and we can directly use it. So there's no declaration, but it is there somewhere. It is there in the kind of core library, the print function definition, but we are not able to see it right now, but we are able to use it right now. We are able to call print function. Okay, now let's not talk about print function. So let's see about this list. So here I'll just write friends. So here I got IntelliSense, and now go to terminal and run the script, and as you can see it has printed the whole list same as it is. It has just removed those two quotes, and now we can even see all the variables. Now let's try another way of printing a particular item from list. So here I can just write 0. As I've told you, we can use the numbers to reference a variable, an element inside the list. So here I can just run the program again, and as you can see it has printed Aditya. So as I've told you, the first element is represented as number 0, and then so on 1 2 3 4. So like that, if I keep some 4, and then again let's come back to the terminal and let's run it. So as you can see it has printed the last element. It has not printed Laksh. As you can see, 1, if you count from normal way of counting, we'll see 1 2 3 4, but you must count from 0. So 0 1 2 3 4. So that's how it works. And you can even perform kind of methods, or you have some functions which you can perform on them. So here we have add function, and then we have remove and dot length. Now let's see first what this dot length will give us. So actually this function will give us the number of items inside the list. So now I press, as you can see we got 5. So 1 2 3 4 5. So this actually doesn't start from 0. So only the reference thing, all that stuff starts from 0, whereas the normal counting like dot length gives us from normal 1 to 5 or 1 to 6, how many ever elements are there. Okay, now let's check some more functions. Like we have, what else functions we have on this? So we have add. So first function is add. Now here we can add a variable. So I'll just write like this, I'll just add a string variable. So I'll just write some other name like David. So David. So here we are getting some error. So what is that error? Let us see. Okay, so we are printing it actually, so we must remove it out from the print statement, so then we won't get the error. So I'll just write Control X, and here we'll just paste this, and as you can see we got the error of, just end it with a semicolon. And now let's print it. So friends names, go to terminal, run the program, and as you can see we got Aditya, Kumar, Ram, Laksh, Ati, and at the last it has actually added David. So that's how it works. We can, for checking it whether it added or is it previously there, so we'll see this. We'll add it before adding it. Now here I have added it. It's a lot of add. So the function name is add, and I'm using the word add. So here you can see I think the difference. I'll just expand this a little bit. So here first, before adding the element, it was still Ati, and after using the add function and adding a variable, we are getting another item which is David. Great. Now let's check some more functions. So here first function we checked was add, and now let's see what else functions we have. So keep the dot operator and you'll get all the functions. So add all. So add all will give us means you can add multiple items in that. You can use a for loop and assign it to a variable, or you can create another list and add it. So I'll just write add all, and you can add list of all the items. So I can write Adi and enclose with brackets, quotes, and here I'll write Adi, so capital Adi. Let's write Jack. Okay, so now let's run this program and let's check if this works. So as you can see, it has worked pretty much the same. So in the only add function, we were only able to add a single element, whereas when in add all you can add multiple elements. So let me just close this. Let's check some more functions, like what else are there. So it's hard to memorize, that's why we have this IntelliSense which always helps us. So here we have .any, .as, .map, .clear. So clear will clear all the elements. So let's check this thing. So run this program, and as you can see, before clearing all the elements were there inside, and after running the clear function, all elements whoosh, so all elements are gone. So those were some of the functions. You can try them out. If you find any difficulty in understanding what a particular function is, you can just see over here. When you go to a function, here you will get a documentation. If you are still not able to find it, you can just comment down below. I'll be always ready to answer your questions. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you like this video, and in the next video, as I've told you, we are not ending with this beginners right now. So we even have maps and maybe more also. So please be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you never miss these interesting programming tutorials on Dart. So see you in the next video.